A few days ago, I introduced my small colony of Camponotus Chromaiodes I've been keeping for close to a year now, when suddenly I noticed something awful in the outworld. A dead worker. Then another. And I was able to catch this on camera. The worker that passed away became lethargic and unable to control their body properly prior to their passing. What could possibly be causing this? Find out in today's update. If you end up enjoying, please like and subscribe. Let's get into it. I went camping in Ohio with my family recently, and upon my return, I noticed this, a dead worker in the outworld. I thought, that's weird, since Camponotus workers are supposed to live for up to a year, and the oldest minor worker in the colony was at most 2 months old. But I thought to myself, maybe it's a one-off. But then a few days later, this, another one. Now my heart sank. Something was happening and the situation became much more serious and dire than ever before. Then eventually this. A third worker was dying. Her antenna had locked in place and she couldn't sweep her antenna to smell and move properly. Her legs were overextended and not responding properly. She almost wobbled around the entire outworld hopelessly, attempting to find the nest and receive help. I wished I could do something, but I could do nothing but watch helplessly and let quote-unquote nature run its course. I started to brainstorm what could possibly be causing this. Leftover soap residue from cleaning the test tube? But I made the test tube over 4 months ago. Could that be causing this now? The food? Was the honey bad? Or maybe the superworms I was feeding them had mites. I couldn't be sure what the cause was, but I knew the environment needed a complete reset. I didn't record the next part since I was in a hurry to save the colony, but I can explain what I did. I dumped the sand out of the outworld and washed the entire outworld multiple times with hot water before letting it air dry. I then took the colony and dumped them into the outworld, moved some brood personally with a wet Q-tip. It worked. There were some casualties, but I knew it was for the better. I cleaned out the old test tube when I noticed what looked like a pink splotch on the water side of their cotton. Could be a harmful bacteria beginning to form. Could this be the issue? I wasn't sure, but I was glad to get rid of it. I washed the test tube 8 times with hot water, let it dry, then twice with distilled before letting it dry once more, and remaking the test tube with distilled water and reattaching the test tube to the outworld. Not long after that, the colony enjoyed some sugar water I'd left in, and through process of elimination and inspection, the superworms was not the cause. Editor note here, I think the superworms might have actually been the cause, because following a few days after the reset, another worker had become lethargic and died, and when checking the superworm container, I saw this. A moldy piece of exoskeleton. I threw them away and they've been getting fed from a new batch ever since, and they seem to be doing well. Now, back to the video. Using macro shots, I checked for mites and didn't see anything, so I ruled them out as well. It's been a few days since the environment reset, and they seem to be faring well, officially moving back into the test tube. They had a new worker reclose, so they're up to 11 workers after losing 3, and are still actively spinning cocoons. As this larva, which is by far the largest this colony has ever produced, began to spin a cocoon shortly after moving. I will continue to monitor this colony closely over the next few days and hopefully they recover well and can continue to move towards majors and being able to move into a formicarium. Next time I'm updating you guys should be a video about moving them into a nest if everything goes well. That ends this chapter of the Amber Empire's history. I have high hopes for this colony and plans to create a vivarium or semi-natural enclosure for them to live in sometime down the line. I have full faith they will make a full recovery and continue progressing. As you may know if you watched the first update, they have came back from many setbacks and are extremely resilient as a colony, so if anyone can do it, they can. Before the video ends, I have 2 questions for you guys to answer in the comments below. What do you guys think was the main issue here? And have you guys ever experienced anything like this with any of your colonies? I can't wait to hear from you all. Thank you all for watching. Until the next ant story. Goodbye.